Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Members are present. Mr. Speaker, my revered and only godfather, His Excellency retired George Nfojo, the caucus chairman of all MPs in Parliament, and all honorable members are present, both minority and majority. I hope you are having a nice day. Yeah. Nice one day. It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you today for this special occasion, marking the 5th anniversary of the Youth Impact Parliament. Let me begin by congratulating the leadership and the members of the Youth Impact Parliament for sustaining this noble initiative. 5 years of consistent engagement in youth-centered parliamentary practice is no small achievement. It speaks to vision, commitment, and a deep desire to shape the future of governance in our country. I must confess, I was truly amazed the first time I had the opportunity to witness one of your sittings. Though I may not really recall the exact date, I vividly remember the impression it left on me. The level of confidence, the quality of debate, and the discipline displayed on the floor were remarkable. It gave me hope that the future of governance indeed is in capable hands. As someone who has served as an assembly member, a presiding member, and a dean of presiding members in the Volta region, I can confidently say that what you are doing here is not just admirable, but is essential. Your determination to understand governance architecture and the processes through which legislative decisions are made is commendable. The truth is, good governance does not happen by chance. It is shaped through informed debate, critical thinking, and the courage to contribute meaningfully. Debate, as you are practicing here, is the foundation upon which better policies are built, which you know. When ideas are tested, challenged, and refined through constructive engagement, the outcome is always stronger, more inclusive, and more effective. That is why what you are doing here must not end within these walls. I urge you, do not only learn how Parliament operates, live it. Let these practices become part and parcel of who you are. Carry this discipline, this courage, and this commitment into your daily lives, your communities, and your future careers. That is how real impact is made. Looking back at my own journey, I must admit, I wish I had this kind of opportunity during my early years. If I did, I have no doubt that my efforts and performance in governance will have been multiplied many times over. You are privileged, and with this privilege comes responsibility. Let me share an observation from the grassroots. In many years of commitment, there are informal spaces for debate, what we call parliament, in our own way. Places like the Pito base, Pound 1 bases, somewhere under the trees in the communities. These are platforms where people engage in heated arguments and discussions about governance and national issues. However, these debates are often unstructured, sometimes chaotic, occasionally mistaken for quarrels. Yet within them lies genuine interest and raw perspective about governance. As an assembly member, I've often sat quietly in such places just to listen and understand the concerns of the people. It is not always easy to step in and shape those conversations. This is why I challenge you. Do not wait for people to come to your parliament. Take your parliament to the people. At my last visit, I threw a challenge to see many of you rise and take your places on the floor of the assembly. Today, I ask again, how many of you have taken up that challenge? In my experience as presiding member and dean of presiding members, one major gap I've observed is the lack of enriched debate in our assemblies. This often stems from limited background knowledge in key legislative frameworks, such as local governance act, model standing orders, and the standing orders of parliament. It may surprise you to know that this man, my former chief executive, is here, so he will back what I'm coming to say. It will surprise you to know that some assembly members, even after serving for several years, have never spoken on the floor of the General Assembly. Am I lying? Not because they do not have ideas, but because they lack the confidence and the fundamental knowledge to contribute. You must be a difference. And let me assure you on this journey, you will not be alone. I'm not a Liverpool spoon anyway. I'm not a Liverpool fan. So take that one out. You will not be alone. I'm ready and willing to support you in many ways to ensure that the Youth Impact Parliament grows to become a nationally recognized parliament. Your voices matter. Your ideas matter. Your participation matter. The future of our nation depends on you, the young ones, who are informed, engaged, and ready to lead. And I look forward to the day when many of you will rise to take your rightful places in governance architecture in our dear country called Ghana. Thank you very much, and have a fruitful celebration.